round the flock tonight. Raise your hearts, your screams, your light. The duck has come to rule the stream. Laugh and rage and chase the dream. Slap them cheeks to the chair. Grab a drink and let's go.
Drink and let's go. Let's go, let's go. From the cold I rise, from the storm and glow. Crush the ducks flying and the chat explodes. Screaming the madness, making the world explode. The flocks are here, it's overload. Every leg feeds the flame, we laugh loud and call his name. Taking the world by the nuggets, no shame. Turning the pain to play this a game. Slap them cheeks to the chair, let's go. Grab a drink if you dare, let's ride. Cross the ducks in control, we fly as one, we rock the scroll. Flock, the flock, raise your wings and shout. The flock, no doubts, no doubts. Screaming, knock down, scoff, don't drown. Taking the one by the nuggets to hold. Bits and bites and baseline slam. Code and chaos, that's the jam. He's the glitch with the master plan, making every troll say damn. Screens may glow, but the heart's still real. Every laugh's a weapon, every vibe can heal. Plug into an outlet, the madness seal. Cluster ducks, kingdom, spin that wheel. Slap them cheeks to the chair, grab a drink, let's go. The flock is flying, the stream will flow. We laugh, we cried, we live the show. Through every meme, the spirit grows. The dog shall reign, the stream shall flow. Slap them cheeks to the chair and go.
Hey y'all, Clushnook here. Welcome in and Merry Christmas to everybody watching. How y'all doing tonight? Knock, Eva, thank y'all for being here and Merry Christmas. And to my new people over on Rumble, Merry Christmas to y'all too. So tonight, I am going to go back into No Man's Sky. We're going to look for a planet covered in ice because it's Christmas, and we're going to build a underground base. Pretty simple. It usually doesn't work out to be simple as it sounds, but you know, that's how it goes. All right, y'all, let's get this thing going. Slap them cheeks to the chair, grab a drink, and let's go. Now, before I go, I'll show y'all. This is the one I worked on the last two streams I did in No Man's Sky beforehand, and I made a castle. I had the idea I wanted a castle. Some of the blocks ain't 100% perfect the way we wanted it, but it did come out good. I had some help from Jamnet Garage randomly here and there. And what we did is we have the front where the moat and everything is, where I'm heading now. There's a landing pads here, and the whole theme was alien race finds the castle, builds onto it, and takes over the castle. I about fell down a hole. And inside, we have some rooms that, like this goes upstairs. We have the grow room. Every base we build is going to have a grow room for reasons. We got the security office. Over this way, I believe there's just the way to the dungeon. It's been a minute since I've been here. But we have a dungeon down here. And let's go back up around the corner. We have area we weren't finished doing. We were going to turn this into a laboratory area. That's why we have that open. We got another floor up here where the throne room is. And then we have kind of like the alien altar. I put that in there. The rest of it's pretty much self-explanatory. There's not a lot more different than what you see. And there's a couple things, Easter eggs that got hidden in here and there. You just have to show up on the planet to eventually find them. And there's my ship, and I gotta figure out a way to get on that thing. There we go. Alright, uppies. I love it when all the engines light up. Alright, we're gonna just have to travel to different systems until we eventually come across a place that has an ice planet. Maybe we'll run in some pirates, give them a bad day. That's always fun. Oh, one of my engines ain't lighting up now. You gotta love that. Alright, let's look around. Switch views so I can scan. Come on, scan. Plated planet. That sounds cool, but not what I'm looking for. I want an ice-covered planet. Flourishing planet. Those are always nice. Radioactive. Scalding. Forward planet. Alright. Wormhole it is. Eva, your favorite. We're gonna get spaghettified. Whoa. It's like my engines are froze. I love it. That's just kind of cool looking. Alright. Now I can guarantee these ain't gonna be, but I'll scan them anyway. Quagmire. Giggity. Tropical. Ooh. Maybe? Don't look very cold though. Radioactive. Gamma intensive. Alright. Let's look at the map. We'll head on to the next spot. Let's try the green one. I went the green one. Or this one. Ah, fudge it. I already clicked on it. My back door's open. Something tells me that's not a good thing. I made some cookies yesterday, Knock. I made sugar cookies and caramel turtle cookies, which, you know, pecan and caramel inside of them. Why is it every time I don't want a cold planet, I come across one? But when you're looking for a particular type of planet, you can never find it. Yeah, why not? I just want to see what it looks like in here. I don't even know if I've been to this one. I probably haven't. My ship won't fit. My ship's not in there. The ship is not even in all the way. Okay. I guess that's their way of making it work. We cannot remain. Yeah, I must have got this one already. Okay. I know you're done abandoning us for holidays, Eva. Just 'cause it's Christmas. Now, like, hey, Knock, what I was telling you earlier, we don't have, in the States, we do not have anything called Boxing Day. I didn't even know Boxing Day was a thing until I met Eva. It just sounds like an extra holiday. You can be off from work. So, you know, it's awesome. Obviously, that's not a frozen planet, but I will scan it. Hot moon. That has water on it, so I doubt there's going to be anything there we want. Dead planet. What about that? It looks like it might be cold. Rosenhell. There we go. We're going to it. I'm literally picking the worst ice planet I possibly could. So kind of like an extra Black Friday? Nah, why not? Let's start some crap. Wait. Before I do, let's switch views. Now let's start crap. standing with the pirates increase. Nice. You filthy animals. Helps when you got a bunch of different weapons. I got a refined plant I was going to. There it is. Come on, ship. Stop fighting me. Tag! Welcome in. How was your Christmas? Swamp? I tried to message you earlier, but I guess you were busy, buddy. Find a good spot.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Oh, this is gonna be great. I ain't gonna be able to see crap. I'll have to put an above ground area just to hide in, so I'm not freezing to death all the time. That would give me plenty of space to go underground with, but I'm thinking I want to go deeper. I think what I'll do is maybe put a teleporter, so have an above ground spot, and then, you know, you need it to go to the underground part of the base. I can't see. Oh yeah, this is terrible. We're going up above the storm. Maybe I can get on the other side of the planet so I can actually see what I'm doing.
Extreme temperature detected.
Well, I'm in outer space. What do you expect? Maybe right there. This looks like a clearing. Maybe. Nope. Nice. Woohoo! Brakes. Okay. Titan worms. Oh, that's going to be interesting. All right, so maybe, okay, since we can see a little bit more now, I want to get in and maybe, okay, there's a storm in this planet too. Nice. Electrical storm, I mean. I want to go up here. Come on, there gotta be.
Update. Storm clearing.
There we go. Found a spot to land.
Extreme temperature detected.
What the hell are you?
Units received.
He ain't happy, whatever he is.
Units received. Units received.
There's a lot of life on this planet. I did not expect there to be any life on this planet. Alright, so... yeah, we're gonna definitely still do the underground bunker thing. Alright, let's go right through here. I think this will be a good spot, because it'll take us underground. Let's start clearing out an area. I should be down enough that I shouldn't go outside of the area. I don't want to stick out of the ground, obviously. Alright, where's our tunnel out of here? It's up there somewhere, ain't it? I really don't want to make a new one. There it is. Alright, I just gotta remember that. Cool. Nice little area to work with. Now, I was thinking about maybe doing the domes or something like that down here, but honestly, I think I'm going to go with regular building. Alright, base computer. Where's my little hole out of here? There you are. Let me out! Let me in! Let me in the hole! There we go. Don't fight it, just let me in there. I figured you would, Eva. You know, you got a point. So I'll take your advice on that. So let's get rid of this then. Let's unclaim this area. I think I just had a worm go right blast past me. I could probably just get one of the worm caves. I just gotta find one of them. Cause you're right, I have had a lot of times where those things have grew back on me on my bases. So I'm trying to think where the direction that worm came out of. It may have been over that way somewhere. That's not quite a cave. Jam, welcome in, buddy. Merry Christmas. Yeah, why not damage the ship? Why not? You know what? As long as I have buildings inside, I should be able to keep it from reforming, because I do plan on putting flooring and walls in, so I know at least that will keep a lot. But I do want to find maybe a different spot than what I was using. This planet's easier to see on at nighttime than it is in the daytime. Oh, wait. Worm detected. Where is it? Oh, that must be on top of it. Alright, we'll land here. We'll just go searching for it. Okay, I do have some cold protection. Alright, there's a worm cave this way, it looks like. One down. Oh, there's another one. I don't see it, but it's here somewhere. There you are. I actually didn't originally plan on doing that, but We did it anyway. Hey! Don't start your crap. Oh, this is maybe an all-right area. What's that over there? Oh, it's a wreckage.
Units received.
What are you? Come back, you're kind of cool looking.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
I just milked this tiny little thing. Okay. Alright, I think I'm just gonna start building. Ow. Just a little cold, that's all. We're going underground. Ooh. That ended up being just quite lucky. We found the underground cave. Okay. This is going to be the bunker.
Units received.
I'll have to make a new exit out of here. But, yeah. This is going to be where we're building it. This is kind of cool.
Units received.
Ah! Don't be rolling up on me like that. You made me jump. You know what? You're paying for that. You should have rolled up on me. Should have rolled up on me. Just keep that in mind. See what I did, your friend. Okay, we'll start this back wall here. Let's start clearing out some of this stuff. You just stay out there, whatever you are. I don't care. I don't need room for what I'm doing anyway. I'm just clearing stuff out of the way. All right, base computer. I'll put you over here for now. Yeah, but coffee definitely makes other things taste great. Like Kahlua.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Alright. I like this. The salvage stuff, but I think for a underground bunker, we're gonna start with the mining looking wood like this for now. I don't know. About this level should be good. I don't know. Let's start with down here and work. Yeah.
Extreme night temperature detected.
Well, ain't worried about it, because I'm inside. Why is my flashlight not turned on? I do want to go back that way some more, but I kind of want to make the area go upwards, so let's get some stairs in there. No, I want it that way, so I'm gonna have to dig out some if I do that. Or I just have to come forward. Let's see, do I? Nah, we're just gonna cut it out, fudge it. Alright, I will have to start cutting into that a little bit, maybe in a minute. I can leave that there though, actually. Like it is. And what I could do is just make something go up a little higher once I get this built in. I think that's what I might do. Flashlight, why do you keep turning yourself off? Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep that like that, actually. Tammy, welcome in. How's your Christmas going? All right, so we do want a doorway in. I don't want that. Actually, I want a straight up doorway. See, I like this here, but it's not made to go on there. I could use these doors. It looks like it looks like a straight up door anyways. The stone, I'm not, no. Okay, I'll go with this as a doorway. You stay out of here. This is mine. I claimed it now. I don't think he cares what I have to say.
Extreme night temperature detected.
Another reason to go with these, because they have the built-in lights on them. And it does give a nice look. My accent. Yeah, you can tell I'm from the South. Never deny that one. I couldn't deny it if I wanted to. Alright, stairs right next to it. Perfect. That works out good. Maybe one more, actually. 2 more pairs of those stairs. I'll let them go underground if it'll connect. Or maybe these. Yeah, let's try that. Delete those. And we'll go with these. No, I like the way the other one looked better. We'll just go with 2 of these. I'll just deal with the fact that part of it's hovering. Because even... See, it still don't kind of work the way I want. If I can line that up correctly, it'll be fine. Right about there. Okay, that worked. Still got to kind of jump up right there, but looks wise, it's fine. Now, for being able to go up there, do I want to do that a different way? Maybe put some more stairs on the side. So let's get some of this. We'll use this here. No. But to use the smaller ones. Now we'll use the second set of stairs from these over to here. Then it'll come off to that, and then I can have the roof come across here and still be able to walk up there for the things I'm probably going to attach up there. Maybe put generators or something down here. Actually, I need to see if this has some magnetics in it. Probably not. Yeah, I didn't think it did. Load field strength. So we'll just have to do the old-fashioned way. Okay, that's just cool. Let's see. Roof can go to this kind. Slope panels. Okay. Now, when I put those straight across there, that should connect. I just don't want it to take out more of the ceiling above it. So, I don't think that'll do what I want. We're just have to gonna go with this. I need one more there. Now here, I'm going to do something different because I want to be able to see that from inside here. And yeah, I'm going to have to put one up right there. Or maybe there. That's good enough. Any of that showing through over there? No. I'm going to put the windowed in. Nope, I can't do that. And it destroyed some of the plants anyways. I know there's something else I could go with. I kind of wanted to have it open like a view, but it's not going to work the way I want. And putting that in there would work, but then it's hanging down part way. Well, that's not too bad. It's about level except for that. But I think I'm going to open a can of worms when I do this. Let's see. If I just do this here. No, it's actually keeping where I want it, so we'll go with this. Actually, that works out pretty well because it's like having ceiling lights, and it looks kind of cool. Why won't it go there, though? Oh, never mind. I got one there. That's why. Okay, I'm going to keep that like that, where that whole section has those. I need one more of these, though. Right there. And right there. Because that's going to be the line where that cuts off. I'll put a wall maybe across there, have separate rooms back there, that kind of thing. Alright, let's go check out chat. Although, did have a crazy blizzard about 5 days ago. We got stuck in our homes. Calls the doors wouldn't open. Managed to get out back, shovel elderly's neighbors. That's awesome. Dude. That's awesome you did that for them. But, yeah, if your snow got that bad, that's... Ew. I love snow, but not the kind that blocks you from getting out your door. I don't care for that kind. Yeah, let's go with this. Maybe like right here in the center. Let's see, here's the front door. So I want it like right around from the front door as soon as you come in. Alright, then we'll have maybe glass windowed ones here. Just that section though. And then solid ones here.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Well, that ain't doing me no good because I'm inside already. Okay, that goes to the edge. I ain't gonna worry about that. This will be a separate room here. So let's put a doorway right there.
Extreme temperature detected.
Well, guess what? I'm inside. I don't care. Perfect. And this room has will be its own little thing over here. Maybe I'll make this the grow room because you'll be able to see everything growing through here. Plus the lights in the ceiling kind of makes sense for that type of thing. Let's go partial kind of thing maybe. Right here. No. Let's delete those. Can I fit through here like this? Yes. But it don't make sense to do it like that. So put you part way. No, you ain't gonna go part way, are you? You don't want to listen. How would it look with this, sir? If I'm going to do that, I might as well just put the whole piece in, not two separate pieces. And then put this across the top of it. I think that wouldn't look too bad, actually. And then I could actually do more going down that way with that, too. Alright, we're gonna go half wall. And then down this way. I have my reasons for doing what I'm doing. It's gonna be like a closed-in back room, secret room type deal. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to have another, I'm going to bring it out to about right here. And then this whole section here will be something else. Alright, so wall it off there. So you have to go in here, come around, and then you're into this section. But if I'm going to make it like a whole secret thing, that's got to go. And then I'll put this in. Seekers, I can make it look like a secret anyways. Yeah, I like that. Now, I guess I could put this here. Make it look like it's like going through there, like part of the wall is over that way, but it's in part caved in or something, but it's just not working for me. And there's no small archways, unfortunately. Ooh, wait a minute, I got an idea. Since I'm going to make this kind of a secret thing, let's swap that out. Oh, I'm goober. Out with concrete instead. Come on. I almost had it connected. I deleted it. Keep forgetting, you know, that I did what I did. There. Let's try this again. You know what? Metal floor would be better. There. Replacement. Nope. Looking to see if there's a replace. No. So I'm just gonna have to do this bit by bit, because I'm gonna make this like almost like a secret lab entrance or something. The lab will be through here. So delete. Big enough just to get through there. And back and plate again. Sorry, I just get these ideas that pop in my head after I done made something. Here, yeah, it won't matter actually, because nothing over there would see the floors like that, so I can do that. It's gonna give me trouble. There. Now let's try. It's not quite sitting in there the way I want it to. I'll just do this. There.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Okay, I can deal with that. That's fine. Now I'm just gonna have to put an extra wood panel right there to hide that. Okay, now we're hidden. Since it went off, I'm gonna have to put the little metal squares, ain't I? There we go. Now it's cleared out. Delete. Metal. And delete. And metal. Cool. And then this to there can be changed to something other than this. So I will go this. And a doorway, so we'll go this, get this guy here. Come on. I want it there. And then another glass one here. There we go. Now we got the lab going. I guess I could replace the ones over here with, but I'm not going to do that. Let's get us a switch put on so I don't forget. Well, it's a secret lab, so maybe I just switch over here or something. And make it the same color as the walls if it'll let me. Nope. So we're just gonna go with whatever then. It's not so secret lab. Alright. So at least we got that started. We got this area in here. We'll have the grow room there. Then we have this whole section here. Let's see what we got.
Update. Storm clearing.
Back to this. We'll have this sectioned off a little bit. Maybe just part way. Have another room over here for something.
Extreme night temperature detected.
Okay. Then we'll have this room for something totally separate. Maybe the bedroom. That could be the bedroom there. I want to leave this open. Maybe I'll put like some teleporters or things like that over here. What can we do right here? Because I do want something over here. Once I'm gonna get a drink real quick. Apologize if my mic picked that up. Go back to chat real quick. Snowdrifts were high as the doors and guard. Oh, it makes a good story. I bet it does. Wait a minute. Go back real quick. There's 18 different creatures on this planet. That's surprising considering it's a frozen planet full of doom and death. And I picked the perfect place, you know. Spice made me eepy. Oh, did you eat your spicy ramen that you got for Christmas? Alright, so archways, this won't be too bad if I do this. You here, and then we'll put this across the top there. No, don't like that. Now if I did that like that, that might look a lot different. Yeah, I'll actually like that a little better. Just like a nice little archway. Should I close the ceiling of this room? And yeah, if I'm gonna do it as a bedroom, I guess it wouldn't hurt to close the ceiling of this part in. So we'll go fancier over here. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, it's gonna ruin things if I do that. Let's get rid of those. I'll have to put roof in. Something other than that. I want it to look different. So let's check these out. Won't be able to see any of this anyway, so. But it's a way bigger piece. And it comes down a lot farther, so. No. That ain't gonna work. Too big. Let's check out these. This might actually look all right once it's in here. I don't want it overlapped. I want it actually in there the way it's supposed to be. Okay. So you go here, right? Then you here. Then you there. If they... I gotta move that one over for that to look right, so... which one of these has a glass wall, corner piece? Was it this? Yeah. Maybe if I just use this there. That would work. Ooh, I should have started from this end. Alright, so... There. Now we got a ceiling, but part of it's through the rock right there, so... Let's get rid of some of the rock a little bit. Alright. Glass door. Why is that looking different now? Why is it turned into a window? Ain't what I want to do. I want it to match if it's going to do that. What did I put down there that made it do that? Yeah, it turns right back into that when I do that. I guess I could do this. Kind of block that off partway. Yeah, that'll work. And then under here, I could just put a flat piece, even though I don't care to do that. That should be fine. Alright, yeah, that's not going to cut off anything it shouldn't. I'm going to have to put one of these there, though. There we go. That's fine. And then I'll put one of those there, too. Ah, why'd you rotate on me? See, look, I don't like it when it changes on me like that. I got a slatted type there, and then I got that one there. And I wish they'd give you the option to be able to control what shows and what doesn't. Because it does bother me when it does that. Alright, since I have that open, I'm going to put probably the slats going all the way up. I can't go all the way there because of that, though. Let's see how far it's going to stick out. Oh, can't even see it, actually. I can deal with that.
Extreme night temperature detected.
Alright, so maybe we'll get rid of that then. And go back to this. There we go. At least it's kind of going to look right either way. Until I get over here. But I think I can just do slats. Come on. I need one more. How about a stubby? No, it didn't. It went inside there, didn't it? Where'd it go? I know it built something somewhere. I just got that little hole there. I guess I could put like a light there or something to cover the hole up. Kind of just to hide it. Here we go. Yeah, maybe the industrial light. I'll put one on each side. And we'll have to rotate it. Ain't gonna work the way I want it. Dang you! Well, it goes there, but it's gonna be halfway through, ain't it? Yeah, it's gonna look dumb if I do it like that on this side. Oh, wait a minute. If I get it to bleed through like that... not great, but... Yeah, it's not great. I don't like it. I'll just deal with the hole. That's all there is to it. I can put a flag over one side of it. Put like a banner on that side. Just enough to cover it. Nope, not gonna work. I have to put it up here. There we go. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. I don't want it full-sized. It's gonna make me... Alright, a little bit bigger. Alright. Actually, that's not terrible. I do need to start getting some light in here, though. This thing could work. If I can get it, like, part way up in here. Let's go bigger.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Alright, so... technically, it's touching the edge there. That would be more even than anything. I want these lined up like they're attached to a certain area. We're gonna go rusty. Alright, cool. Just a little extra ceiling and room in here. Okay, that's good. I need to put another one of those up there. Those were ceilings for these, I believe, weren't they? Yep. Nope. It was the other one. There we go. Now we're closed in. All right, so we got this part of the bunker. That, yeah, I'm gonna make the bedroom. It don't need to be humongous. We got a whole another section over here we're gonna be able to do stuff in, and that. All right, before I start to doing the decorating and anything like that, I'm gonna go up here and do what I wanted to do up here. Thinking of making this where all the power and generators are. Kind of out of the way and up here. So we need some reactors. Probably won't be able to see these from down there, but I want to try to keep them more out of sight than and out of mind than seen. One more battery should be good. All right, let's daisy change these.
Weather update.
And yeah, good enough. All right, let's start juicing these up. I will eventually put some maybe solar outside and bring it down here if it'll reach. If I have to, I'll daisy chain some batteries or something.
Extreme temperature detected.
Let's get some light out here. Well, it's kind of underground mine kind of thing going on, so we'll do these. Give it that more ominous kind of vibe to it. I kind of want to put one under there, give the red glow under there, but let's see, if I put them there, I can put one like right there. And one right there. Oh shit!
Extreme temperature detected.
It's just going to give a nice looking red glow. These I went always on. Same thing with the ones over here.
Extreme temperature detected.
Did it connect? Yeah. All right, they're lit up. Now, let's start working on the back. I'm going to start with the lab. Oh yeah, I need to power that switch. And I need to power that too. The ring gets the juice. Yep, there we go. And where is it? Here. This thing. I am going to have this thing in this space. I can't stand seeing the electrical running around, and that thing's just awesome. It hides it all. Alright, let's start with all the basics. Large refiner. Luckily, I can back these into the rock a lot, so they're not going to take up a whole lot of room. Antimatter reactor. I'm going to blend you into that thing a little. There we go. I like to make them look like they're connected. Basic salvage. There we go. Previous base item catch. Got it. Appearance modifier. I could partway stick that through there. Let me no, that ain't gonna look right. We'll go with some other stuff. All right, let's start getting some lab type things in here. Worktop. I'll line the back wall with it. Make it look like it's one unit. Right about there should do it. It's a little separator, but it's fine. As long as I try to keep them even and repeat the same pattern, it'll be fine. This one's gonna be a pain. No. Oh no. I got that noise. It's gonna be... Ah! I'm gonna have to deal with that. That's gonna drive me crazy. Sometimes it'll get that there's a glitch in the game and it will actually cause that sound to stick on, and it's so terrible if you don't get the chance to get to clear off. Don't like that. I like, yeah, that'll work. One there. Alright, right there, then right there should match up. Let's see. What do I want to put in this corner over here? Oh, I could put servers in that corner. Data cabinets and server A. They don't have to touch. They aren't going to be bigger though. Filling that gap. There we go. And then power transfer can actually shrink. No! No, you're not going there. Shrink down.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
actually, that color is probably going to be the best one. Let's go a little smaller. Right there. I think actually this would look better if I did this. Did like a few smaller ones and stack them. Let's see what the other server looks like compared to that one. That was A, right? Or was it B? Oh, here we go. Data cabinet. Let's go with that one. I think data cabinet is going to look way better. And then stack that one on top of that one. Yeah, kind of like that better. I have that area in there. I will hide that behind some stuff over top of that and maybe be able to get rid of it. Huh, actually, if I get that big enough and put that in there. There we go. Get this here. Then large as it can go. Okay, I actually like the way that turned out. That's kind of cool. If I would have been able to get something else in there, that would have been neat. But I like that. That'll work. And it sticks through that way a little bit. I wouldn't mind hiding that gap there, but it ain't that big of a deal. I'll change everything's color as I go. Where is these? Okay, I know these two move. Let's get back here. Shrink them down a little bit. I want them to be at the table level. Ah, dang it. I hit the wrong button. Alright, let's just do it like this. I'm going to start getting the stuff I want it to look like it's working on, then I'll add those. Where is that broken head and hand? Ooh, I do want to put these in here. Yeah, it won't do. Okay, there is a severed robot head and hand in here somewhere. There it is. Actually, yeah, I think that'll look kind of good right there. The hand I'm gonna put up here. There we go.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
There we go. Well, that'll look like that's kind of working on the bad hand. And
Extreme temperature detected.
you maybe will be the controls for it. colors don't really work with what I want, but this will do. Alright, hand. I'm gonna move you directly under this thing. There we go. Now it looks like it's holding the hand in place. That'll work. These won't let me shrink, will they? No. I really like those, but they don't let you shrink them any, which is a big letdown for what I want to use them for. Like, I can use this here. It looks better this way. Why is it moving? Why are you moving?
Extreme night temperature detected.
Am I moving? No. I was like, I'm not using a controller, so it should be a stick drift or anything. Did he shrink? No. That would have been kind of neat inside. What else have we got to put in here? Because I've said this before, I don't like putting things into place just to put them in there. I want it to actually look like it would go in here, go. You know what I mean? I don't like just slapping things in there just to slap them in. I can't adjust this either, but I can make it look like it's coming through one of the walls in that. Ooh, I can make it actually look like it's coming out of that and maybe go into one of those. I would just have to do it like this. Do it like this here. I have to move the furnace, but this here, then this there, and then one going through it. Okay, that actually is kind of cool. I just need to... Well, no, I can't do anything unless I move these down just a little farther. Can I? I can, actually. So if I had to go to one here, then down... Oh, it won't connect through there. That would have been awesome looking. You know what? I'm gonna redo some of this just to make that look the way I want it. With the bubble tubes. Alright. I'm just gonna have to make them match up somehow. Alright. You, and then you go this way, then this way, and I need you to go this way and this way. Let's move you over. Little furnace can go right here. Okay. Oh, I still need to put the bubble tube back for that one. Don't know if I'm going to leave that like that, but we'll see. Alright, let's start with these first. Because if I can get these to line up correctly, that would be great. And let's change the color real quick. Actually, I like that orange. I think that might be the best one because it looks kind of rusty. And it's lined up. Cool. Let's delete these. All right. And it was the base salvage. Actually, let's make this a different color since it's this different machine. Just slightly different. Cool. I got them lined up correctly now. I feel better about that. That, maybe I'll fill in with some doors or something. The refiner, now, I can probably get it into this corner now.
Weather warning.
Yeah.
Incoming storm.
G, rust, orange. It's not changing it. So, maybe just put it at an angle, or let's see what happens. Nah, that's not bad right there. You can actually get to it. You're stopped from getting right on top of it, but you can still connect those, so it's fine. Now, there is something I could put there if I can get this to work. To make it look like the furnace is on. Oh, it won't let me shrink it. No, that ain't the one. There's a one there it is, the flaming barrel. See if I can put it behind it, just to make it look like it's gonna, like right there. Let me out! Let me out! Awesome, that worked. I do need to do something about this giant gap there, though. Tech panels would work if there was something flat there for it to stick to. Servers, I could probably shrink them down and put them like, ooh, that might actually look kind of cool if I could do it, but it'd be a lot of them. It's just the look. I'm going for something that obviously alien. Part way in. I don't want any of them to be even. I just want them to fill all the gaps in. Okay. I just like the way that looks. I think it looks kind of neat. And then I'm going to put some lighting behind it to give it like a kind of a glow. So let's go with blue. All right. We're directly under it. I need it to be pointing somewhat up. Power. Yes, I'm having trouble getting out of here. Okay, cool. It adds a little extra blue glow to it. What else?
Weather update.
Monitor.
Storm clearing.
Actually, let's see. Actually, I think what I need to do next is a desk. And we're going to put it right here.
Night temperature detected.
Then we'll go with this chair. Alright, get these two like this. Put a smaller one here. And I'll put one of these here, shrink it down some. I'm gonna make everything kind of matches. It's kind of got the orange in here already, but I think maybe this will be better. Nope, I don't like the way that looks either. If I got rid of those, it would look, that wouldn't look bad behind on that wall. Plate table. Ooh, I got an idea. Let's put you there for now. Move you here for a second. Move you right here. You, I need to shrink just a hair. Maybe. Or maybe not. I'll just shrink this instead. No, dang. Why won't you go where I want you to? It won't let me put it to where I want it. Dang. That was going to be nice, actually, if I would have got it to work. Alright, we're just going back to where it was then. Hey Tammy, what's up? Super Trailer. I could have these pipes going through here instead of the bubble pipes. They don't shrink. So, what if I had one of the bubble pipes going across the side? If I could get it to connect right through there. And across to that, and just go straight across like this. I need one more. There we go. Delete that out of there. Now that actually has a nice look to it. Oh, I appreciate you being here to watch it, Tammy, and Eva, and everybody else. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate you. Merry Christmas. All right, I think the lab area is good. Let's move on to something else. I don't want to give myself a brain block and not be able to come up with anything. All right, they're sticking through the wall, whatever that is, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. Oh, it's that robot thing. No, that ain't a problem at all. All right, we got this little section here. But since I know what I'm going to be putting into this, let's just get the grow room going. Tammy, we're making your tea growing room. Yep, that's what it is. It's tea, guys. Don't question it. Actually, delete that one. Then the space tea. Exactly, Tammy. All right, we need some on the wall. We'll line this wall. Probably. Actually, I like these better. They're almost meant as like a push cart, but I like doing them like this. And all I gotta do is do this and connect it like this. And it kind of blocks that cart handle part a little bit. Line it up. And line it up. Oh, don't tell me you're going to be a pain. Every single other one works, but you don't want to work. Fine. I guess a stack of 2 as far as it's going to let me mostly. I'll try again just to see, but might be just a block at the wall or something. Let's see. Nope, there we go. Maybe I just was getting too close. Ooh, they are not lined up at all. The first 2 were great, and then I started getting way off. You know what? I'll stop there. And then we're gonna go with some of these. I'll just put that up against there. Kind of fill that in. I can kind of sort of stack these if I do this. And since there's no thing actually above them, it won't really matter as long as I just line them up correctly. I should have changed the colors before I started, but it's fine. It's probably going to come through that wall a little bit. Let's go check. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'll see if I can hide that. I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but I can probably hide it. And just block that whole section in like that, maybe. I don't like that unless I have, maybe I get a sign or something put right here and it takes you into this. But yeah, for the aesthetics, what I'm going for in here, I'll stick with that. Okay, I do need I'm going to put one of these right here. Actually, something else I want to try to put in. This.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Alright, there. I gotta have that in here. That is the hub for the alien who controls the growing and things like that, so I think that'll be cool. Okay, I do like these things. Almost I like to use them as like their lamps hanging down. Alright, then we can put some of these here. The eagle eye kind of worked. Dang, I got that lined up without even trying. Go me. Alright, let's start changing colors. Get things matching. We're gonna go green. Just makes sense. I like the rusted look because it makes it look like it's been here for a while and it's been used pretty well. This is actually probably the one I've had the most room in, because usually I'm running out of room pretty quickly with one of these when I'm designing them. I could put that there, but I don't want to do that. Putting these in the middle is pointless. Alright, I think that's good for the grow room. Let's see what it looks like from out here. Oh yeah, that looks so cool through here. That's kind of what I had in mind when I did it. I wanted to kind of make that look kind of, well, ominous almost when you're coming through until you realize it's growing plants. I noticed I skipped these when I was out there. There we go. Now it's matching. You know what I should do is change the color of the floor in here. Whew, that wasn't fun. I can't change the colors of walls. Well, actually, I could change the colors of these because they're blocked now because I did that, but I can't change the color of this. Well, I can, because it's just that part right there, so it ain't a big deal. It's just totally green room now. I could put some more green lighting in to kind of make it stand out more. Maybe something in between the plants or right behind them, because I kind of want to hide it, so. Right there. One right there. At least if somebody sees it, they're all going to be lined up and even. All right, let's get these connected to some power. There, get these connected like this. I think all the lights are on. One, that looks lit up. Just in case. Yeah, it's definitely connected. Don't know where they're getting power from because I didn't connect power to any of them yet. But somehow they're magically got energy going to them. Alright. Now this room's done. I feel better now. I wish you could make one wall, side of the wall, one color, and the other side the other, but this game would probably bork out if I was able to do that.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Alright, this is two... Yeah, this is actually not one solid piece. This is like more than 1/4. Alright, let's start with the bedroom. We're gonna put a... somewhat a different back wall. Let's go... something fancy. I'm just gonna put a stone back wall in. We're gonna change the color. No, it ain't. No matter how much I try, that would not look right. This might. No, ain't gonna work with the wood. Yeah, I gotta stick with wood. Okay, I can get away with that more. Alright, let's get the beds in. Let's go find those. Should be here. I'm looking over at the bed, ain't I? I probably looked over it like 3 times. There it is. Like I said, probably looked over it. Something can be right in front of my eyes and I literally not see it. Actually, that blue don't look bad. Alright. Get it right against the wall, right about there. Then we're gonna make one giant bed. Just because you're in an underground bunker in a planet that wants to freeze you to death and giant worms want to eat you, don't mean you can't live in comfort. There's a heck of a gap there. Maybe I should start there. Alright, let's try right about here. There we go. Now there's like an even gap on both sides. That'll work. Yeah, big old cuddle corner. Exactly, Tammy. Let's go back to here. I think I'm gonna put the carpet in. I think that'll look good. And I can't change the color of it, but that's fine. I can enlarge it though. Too long. What if I just keep enlarging it? There we go. That way it just covers the whole room. I'll go down to slice of hair. Right to there. It looks like it's even. Eh, it looks even enough. I don't think it's gonna look great. Let's see. Unless I put something to cover that up. Is there something that would look... hide that? Well, I could put that there. And then... put these there. Perfect, it hides it.
Extreme night temperature detected.
Now, it's... I still got those two lines there, but I'll deal with that. I don't mind it. It's better than what it was. That's about close to that. Oh, come on. You don't want to... You're going to connect that side, but not this side.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Ah, fudge. Alright. There goes that idea. That would look kind of neat if I would have got that on both sides. I can do the drapes, maybe. Can't change color of those either? Game, come on. You can at least let me change the colors of those. Right about there should do it. And then rotate you. And there. We got extra fancy. Let's get some storage in here. Big storage. Because we bougie like that. Come on. There we go. Now they're connected. Something else I wanted to do on that wall. Oh yeah. I wanted to put one of these in here. Figured we'd stick with the whole blue theme for this room. Not too far. Come on, just a little more. Right there. Then, where's that big panel? Ooh, I've got an idea. If I shrink this down, it'll be like we got a little mini TV to watch. I'll put one on this end. And then one on this end. Alright, the other thing I was looking for should be right around here somewhere. Nope, there it is. Large monitor.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
I need to make this smaller. There we go. Now that makes a little more sense.
Extreme night temperature detected.
And then we're gonna put another small monitor in there with it. We'll put it like on the wall here. Can't shrink it. Dang. That would have worked too. Oh well. We'll put this here. That's a nice little section there, and you got the nice part of the bedroom here. Let's go where the posters are. I like that. Like right in the middle above it. That works. Alright, that section's done. We have that part done. I still have to do something over here. This little area. I should maybe put something there across there, but... Oh yeah, I did say I wanted to put a poster up or something to kind of indicate that's the grow room. A giant eggplant. It's not suggestive at all. And nice green light to shine on it. Okay, that's kind of cool. Even if it is goofy and mildly suggestive, you know, it's still cool. Alright, let's get the teleport. Make this the area where the teleporter is. Teleporter here. We got the appearance modifier. And we'll put a teleporter right here. Kind of wide open, so that it'll work. Actually, let's change colors. Can't change colors to that. What about you? I can change. Ooh, I can make it rusty too. Awesome. What about you? Can I make you rusty? It doesn't make much of a difference, but at least I was able to get those. Kind of wish I could get that though. Yeah, won't let me. I guess if I hooked electricity to them, it would help. Alright, now they got power. I still haven't named this, and I know I have the base computer up in that hole somewhere or something. Which I should move it. I don't know, where did I put the base computer? I don't even remember where it is now in here. Where are you, base computer? What can I do with you? I put it out here somewhere. Oh, I'm not ready to upload this yet anyways. Well, it wouldn't hurt. That way it don't get lost, but... Yeah. Welcome back, Tammy. Did our green fairy fall asleep?
Extreme night temperature detected.
Okay. So I really just have this section here and this section here. Let's do something like fossils and stuff like that over there. Yeah, I did lose the base computer. I'm not sure where it is. Ooh, that'll fit. Barely, but it'll fit. No, I should put it on this wall because the head, the tail and the head end up sticking out pretty far sometimes. And then this one can go right here. And it's like I slap like that on it, or yeah, that's not creepy at all. No, that's just wrong. It's wrong on so many levels. Sure, we'll do this.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
I'm not going to package it, but I'll leave it right there. Yeah, that's not going to be disheartening when it's coming at you at night. Do I have any wings? Fins? No, I don't have any wings. So, we're not doing that one. I did have a bunch of those at one point. Okay. Well, at least we got some fins. And you're gonna have legs. So you can walk on land and swim. You're gonna be extra creepy. There we go. Now you got room for your head. Yeah, that's just not creepy at all. Shrink it a little bit. Then I'll put one right here. One in front of it, because it's... Yeah, I'm just gonna have to move that one in front of it. Make it look right. I kind of wanted to make it like he's not creepy. Almost do it like, I know they're advertising signs, but I wanted to put it there almost like they are signs explaining what the creatures are or something like that. What the heck is it? Is the power line? The power line, because it's visible right now, is stopping me from putting this even. Really? You're a jerk. Well, it's only one left, so I could do it part way, like right here, I guess. There, it's not terrible. Probably look better if I did this. Like moved you like slightly over like that. Make it look like it was staggered like that on purpose.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Okay. I think that's good for now. Now this section over here, I think more of like
Extreme
living
temperature
creatures or
detected.
something. Where's the nubby? There he is. There's Nubby. We gotta have a nubby in every base. And a fish tank right in the middle. So this would technically be the middle of the room. This is too big. And you can't shrink it, can you? No. All right, and there is some other things I could put in this room. Obviously, I'm going to, but I'm just looking for something that actually would look right. I do want to go into the lab real quick and put some of these in there. Okay. Something's connected where it shouldn't be. Okay. Quick fix. Yeah, I'll put you right here. I can't change the colors of them. That's okay. I got the sample there, and then yeah, you know, flour on this. All right. Let's get back out of here. Back over to this room. Well, I could put some rocks and plants in here too. Statues. Here, need coffee? That's what I've been drinking the entire time. Well, coffee with stuff added, but it's still technically coffee. So I can only change that down there. Actually, the black looks a little cool. I should turn that around, shouldn't I? Oh yeah, definitely. That can't be shrunk. Can't be shrunk. Can't be shrunk. Let's see. I do want to do this though, if it'll let me. Where is? Oh, it's all the way up there. I need to shrink you a lot. That's about as far as I'm going to get that to shrink, I guess. Let's let my backpack build back up again. There it goes. I want to place it right smack dab in the center of that thing. And we're gonna go green, I guess. Oh, really? Didn't get anywhere close to where I wanted. Tried doing it from down here, but I don't think it's gonna work. Nope. Alright, it's not going up, that's all. This would actually work more in here than it would out there, so. Since it's blue. Well, now it's blue anyway. This. Ooh. That is trippy. The black actually has the coolest look. I think that's good for in here. I like the look of that. It's got your own little thing to show off when you people come over to your underground bunker. Yep, they're going to be coming over. I bet that's going to go well. Alright. Now, I did want to put some of the relic looking stuff out here. Like this. Shrink it some. not quite hitting the ground all the way. If I come over here, it might, but... yeah, fine. You know what? We'll put it right here. We're gonna go larger. That'll work. Alright, so what I'm gonna do... this is definitely gonna get shrunk. I kinda wanna bring it down, but because of the land, it ain't gonna go correctly. I maybe get another one of these butted up against each other, though. Maybe go to this. Oh, that works. I can work with that. E. No, I ain't gonna. But I can duplicate this and make it like that. Alright, now it looks like there's a purpose to it. I need to move that one over slightly though. Like right there. That's better.
Extreme temperature detected.
And nope, not that one. This one.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Oh, it's too far over. Shrink it. I just need the blue orb to show. We'll make it like back in there. Then there's this one, which maybe over here. Which side? It's on this side, right? There we go, because I wanted to make it look like it's like stuck into the wall. I need to put another one of these down. Alright, we're gonna have to move you back into the wall some more. Right about there. Didn't mean to do that. I accidentally hit the Windows home screen button. Alright, now over here. Huh, actually, I have an idea for that, but let's get some stairs or something in real quick. We'll do the stone stairs if I can get them to line up correctly. If I can get there, let's try to get it aged. I need more gray. That's about gray as it's going to let me get, probably. Alright. Too high up, dang. Maybe like right there? And then I can just delete that. Nice. Got stairs that go down. Almost like I got my whole secret world under here. Let's put this on the side here. Hold and... was it that color? That one. There. That works. And some kind of light that doesn't need power would be nice. Or lanterns, that would actually make sense. Okay, now out here, I'm thinking I want to put some kind of doorway or something in, so... Ooh, nasty. I guess I don't want to make the entrance right at smack dab at that thing. I could put one of these in. Ain't gonna let me do it until I get a whole building in. I don't want to put a whole building in. It'll do this, but I don't want one of these because it's gonna cut out way more than I want. I just want the tunnel and that's it. Because I want to put like a door like that on it. I guess I could put the cube in and just, yeah, I'll just do that.
Storm clearing.
I could put the cube in the tunnel and put doors, so right about here. Okay, now I should be able to put a door on both sides.
Temperature detected.
That worked out, actually. It's not quite what I was going for, but it does do the job. Let's delete that real quick. And then, can't I just put the pass-through in there? Let's just do the hollow door. Yeah. Make much sense because their stuff's on the outside, but we'll go dark and rusty. Nah, stone. It just looks nicer for some reason. All right, now we just need a switch for out here. Now let's see if I get power from there to here.
Extreme night temperature detected.
It might end up being too far away. Nope. Cool. This is actually coming out pretty cool. I like this space. Now obviously the switch is not on this side, but it lets you to connect to it from that other side, so it's all good. Alright. Technically, I got my underground bunker now. I do need a landing pad. So let's just put one of these over this way. Gonna change the color, rusty. Sorry, whatever creature you are, it has buried you into the thing. Then let's get a light. Oh no, we'll go with red. Red seems to be the thing. Why is it disappearing behind the door right there? Fine, I'll put it like this. And it should turn off when the door is open. I just wired it to where it's open all the time, didn't I? Try this again. Red light right there. Electricity. Okay, that's going to that door, so you know what? I'll connect to that side. Now that should not affect anything. Just wanted to be as much with the landing pad. Exactly. I do have some cool looking pets already. Oh, hey, I didn't do this one. I did not kill this one. I don't kill dino nuggies. Not on purpose anyway. See, the one I buried was over here. I didn't shoot that dino nuggie. It may have been that. Holy crap. Yeah, I think it was that thing. That didn't look like a worm, though. It looked like a giant fish.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
That's my ship. Yeah. Alright, let's jump on a ship real quick. You know, I have not actually done anything in this ship whatsoever except for build. It has, you know, the refiner and stuff like that, but other than that, I have not done any design inside of the ship whatsoever. I built this off stream, and I was just wanting something different because I wasn't too happy with the last one I made, and this one I'm actually pretty happy with. We got the captain's bed, we got a place for me to eat, to grow some tea, medical pod, you know, storage, that kind of thing. Yeah, I was a little bit of a frozen duck, Tammy. But I noticed, like, when you put stuff like this inside, it tends to want to glitch out. I do want to put, like, a little something in here. Like, I can put, like, this in here. is a green ship, so we're gonna go green everything else. Ooh, get me out of that. Oh, that's why it went like that. I was like, why the heck did that happen? Teleporter. No, up a little bit more. There we go. Yay, straight. Here, thank you. If you want to see, I'll show you what it looks like from the outside. I took some time with putting this thing together.
Weather update.
Well,
Storm clearing.
let me get... We're in space where you can actually see it.
Extreme night temperature detected.
This is the one thing I love that they added to the game, where I can do things like this. This is the ship. It got a better view of it from where what it was from the inside anyway. There we go. Now you can see it. Now I'm on the side with the sunlight. I have most of the guns hidden under it, along with the other stuff. One of my engines is not lighting up for some reason. But considering I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 engines, you know, or actually no, 10 engines. You know, if one's not lit up, it ain't gonna hurt anything. Big boy's coming out. One big boy. Everything's trying to eat me. There's a third one somewhere. Where is it? All right, now where's my base? Wait a minute. That should be that far from my base. I am that far from my base. Oh, jeez. Where's the landing pad? Oh, there it is. Well, no, I can't use the landing pad with the Corvette, but I was just looking for it in general. I may not land it on the landing pad, but I was awfully close. Is that a rat? No, I don't want you as a pet. Don't be, no, don't even think about coming in my house. I got enough problems with the crabs down here. Now I gotta find my freaking base computer. I know it's over. I built it over somewhere that way. There it is. Like I said, I knew it was somewhere. Just didn't remember where. Let's put it in the base where I'll remember where it's at. Where do I want to put you? We're gonna go rusty and black. I'll put you in the lab. Or this area, that'll work. Really? That's better. Duck under rock. Make sure I have... Okay, it has been uploaded. We're good. There you go. I think that's a good shot. Cool. Now the base is uploaded and we're actually got it saved. My helmet? Let's see, what helmet is that? I've never seen that type before. Alright, let me go to the designer real quick and I'll show you. Alright, so let me save this one. Alright. Heads. It's number 14. It's an EXO helmet. And, you know, you can change the colors of things. But nothing, not a lot on it changes from the green. As you can see. The rest of it, you know, I made it that color, so. But yeah, that's the EXO helmet. If you want, I'll show you. There's just 1 through 37. That one I actually used to use all the time when I first started. I like that one, but never really got into that one a whole lot. Or that one. That one reminded me too much of like Star Wars. That one, I feel like you're trying to be fancy. This one I used to use a bit too. There's that one. That one's pretty cool. I like it because it's almost like a ghost. That one's another one that reminds me of Star Wars. That one's just cool. I have, let's see, I got all the helmets unlocked, I do believe. I do like these, especially the one with the boot. Where is it? What the heck are you? Oh, jellyfish. There it is. Yeah, your head could be a floating boot. There you go. Yeah, originally when I had this game, this account, I had it on an Xbox, and then when I switched over to PC, I'll luckily carry it over. No, I don't want to apply. But it's such a cool looking helmet, I like wearing it. Now that I have this base saved, and it's about done, I'm gonna go check out some of my older bases that I haven't been to forever. Because obviously in my streams I do a lot of base building. It's actually one of the things I enjoy the most about this game. This one, I'll show y'all the museum that we built. The base originally is just a base in the middle of the water, which is nice, but the museum we built into around the area come out pretty cool. So yeah, this is the base. We got the security room. The lab. As you can see, this is kind of what I was wanting to do with the other lab, but just the way the ceiling was, it wasn't quite working out for me. But the way I got those with the tubes, I was actually really happy over there. This is, again, just another fossil room. And then you go out here, and then you go upstairs, and then you have the cube rooms completely up here. You got a party room. Nice little deck to chill out on. And a bedroom. But this is what I really wanted to show you. This is the museum. Nothing really special until you get in here. There we go. How would you like that flying at you? I think I'd be more scared to see what it looks like with skin. And then the aquarium. This is... It took a bit for me and Jamnat to get this to where we wanted it, but it came out really cool. I'm really happy with the way this section turned out. Again, with skin. I don't know. Just know. This, back there's really nothing there, so I just shoved a fish tank in there. That's just an empty spot. Yeah, we did spend a lot of time on this one. This just goes down into that empty area behind here. Saved it just for if we want to do something later on. Because eventually I might come back to this base and do some more work if they release some new things to add to it or new shapes, that kind of thing. That's a better view of my ship right there. That build. That's actually the power station. That powers everything over here. It has so much inside of it, it's ridiculous. Alright, let's go, and we're gonna hit the next place to show you. Teleporter is in the back of this place, yeah. And of course we have the dock back here. That's not supposed to be right there. It's supposed to be out there somewhere. Not sure how that got there, but okay. Alright, next place we'll go... Yeah, we'll go to the duck hole. Thanks, I appreciate that. I'm glad you liked it. Now this I did not do on a live stream. This was actually just something I did on my own. I was just bored one day and I decided to start building a base. This planet is a kind of a dead planet. It has robots on it, that kind of thing. So the colors in this place are obviously just totally different than everywhere else. We got our landing pads and you know, cargo areas up here. And let's see, over here is just, you know, chilling area, nothing special. A little nubby. Like I said, I like to have a nubby in every base, and a fish tank for that matter. This is a doorway. I actually never wired it up, but basically so it would hide this area. And when you come here, it goes to an underground base. A lot of the bases that I built on my live streams actually got destroyed when I lost the account I did a lot of those on. So you're seeing stuff that's more recent than anything. But yeah, this base has a little everything. It just goes farther and farther down. And we got the little plant room. I believe I built a bar in this place also. This is... oh yeah, just chargers and everything. And... yeah, that was not planned. I ain't gonna lie. Didn't expect that to send me through the ground. I'd be lying if I said I planned it. I really would. Let's go back down there. Kind of wish you could do a power slide in this game like you can in Arc Raiders. Just in case. All right. See if we can do this again. If it sends me out of here. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna teleport to the next area. It does not want me going any farther in there. That's actually like a new thing. It didn't do that before, so maybe an update or something kicked in and caused it. Okay, so the newest place that I did, I showed everybody at the beginning of the stream, but since a lot of you just showed up later on, I'm going to take you to Castle à la Branche. I had to want to try to build a castle in this game. Like, it's just an old school castle. And as I built it, the idea just kept expanding and expanding to where the theme was there was an ancient castle and an alien race discovered it and took over. This is the art. I call it the altar. And if you go here, we have the dungeon in the castle. And you can get through these. You have, you know, almost like the robots are tortured. And that's where I just keep the base computer. Again, that's some reason that's where it teleported me inside the base, but I'll take it. Another security room, nothing crazy. This one is just another nice little grow room. I have that almost like it's a hidden area when you're going up the stairs. You can look down and see it. That's the place you're supposed to teleport in. But then you go over here, there's a landing pad on the roof of the castle. I'm gonna fly off of it real quick, which is the direction. That's the direction. Like I said, land in the water. Ow. The theme was alien race took over and built onto the castle. And I wanted to look like what you imagine old school castle would look like. We have a drawbridge, a moat. Technically, there's a water down there. So I'm calling it the moat. That's the area we were just in with the security room. And there's that room. Over here, I was originally going to build something in here. I never really got to it. I was actually thinking about making this whole area the lab area. That's why I had these vents and everything put in. But I think my favorite part that I did when I was in here, I made the throne room. And this is it. This is the throne room. I'm just really happy how this one turned out. Yeah, every base has a Tammy room for growing tea. This is actually built completely out of these blocks here. I was able just to make it look like a chair. Of course, you know, that's just a floor piece, but I wanted a throne. And it came out looking pretty cool. I was happy with it. And then I believe
Incoming storm.
that is all I put onto the main part of the castle. And it's almost like kind of a theme I stick with, but it worked out well. Now I'll put one of these in here. Empty wall. Will it fit? Out of range of... Oh, because it's still considering I'm in the base space. Okay. Now, is it clicked over? Yeah. I would like to put a teleporter in here, but you're not... It won't let you. This I didn't really go too crazy with, wrong hallway. Designing a lot on this ship because this was not originally my main account that I use for my live streams. But I will show you all around what I did in this. I went, believe me, what you see this and you're gonna be like, oh, what's he saying? Not crazy. But if you would have seen the other one I built, you would have said, okay, this is mild compared to what I got right here, right now. I have, like, you know, just a little museum with in the growing areas. I really love these. I think they look awesome. And then you go through this way, and you can either go through that way, or you can come out here and walk across the outside of the ship. Where is my ship from here? My Corvette. I should be able to see it from right here. Oh, it's not just not rendering in. Okay. And of course, you know, just some more things up here. Like I said, there's not a lot here compared to the way I did the other ship. Space T. Exactly, Tammy. Alright, let's see. Oh, this is another underground base, but it's not like a bunker style into a cave. This is goes just underwater more than underground. There's also another base that I did with the help of Jamnet, where you come across a lot of the, you know, the towers, like, you know, the stone pillars. Well, I completely cut a stone pillar in half and decided to... Okay, I am down below, right? Yes. Okay, so this is completely underwater right now. So moving around in here, you're gonna hear me splash around a lot because a lot of times it's still, even though you're in the building, it still treats you like you're underwater at times. This is the bar area. Nothing little crazy, I just wanted something neat in each little area I threw down. I was wondering what that was out there for a second. That was just a fish area. Over here's the bedrooms. Everybody has their own little TV. That's just fish and plants. We have a little niche thing down here just to help with stuff. And then if we go back up, so I get my bearings. We have teleporter there, but you go this way and you're still underwater, but we go through this teleporter, we're back above on land, and you can see the entire base is underwater for the most part. The thing is, I built this landing pad before I ever built the base. We're inside of a crater, and this planet is actually it's full of craters everywhere. And this crater ended up being like one of the deepest and had water at the bottom. I was like, I wonder if I could build a base inside of it. And then I was like, could I just build it underwater? And that's how it ended up working out. I guess I'll just fly over manually. It's gonna hurt! Oh, my ankle would have been broke. As it landed partway on that tube, I wouldn't have an ankle anymore. That's just the end of it. Yeah, this whole planet has bubbles everywhere. It's pretty cool, actually. Oh, there's actually birds I didn't scan. Hold still. Let me scan you.
News received.
I have a flying butterfly. You know what? Y'all want to show off flying around? I can do that too. Where is he? Where's my giant butterfly? Well, I have my giant worm. I can fly him. Not creepy at all. Come here. Your new dinner for tonight. He's hungry. That would be great if this game would let the creature just eat him. I don't know if I can desummon him while I'm on his back, but I'm gonna try. That's a dino nugget. Oh yeah. I have a pretty little butterfly. Oh, that's a drop. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know why. Well, I don't know why I did, but it made my stomach kind of dip down when I started falling. Where'd you go? Butterfly, where are you? I know you like this planet. Oh, there you are. Yeah, I guess it would, if I feed it, would be nice. Now, I'm a pretty princess. A very slow pretty princess, but I'm a pretty princess nonetheless. The bad part is I really like this one. Quick way to the ship. Oh, that didn't work. I ain't gonna have enough backpack, am I? Made it. All right, we have one more place I could show you. It's funny, it'll let me summon that while I'm on the planet, and it'll be in such low orbit that I can see it. But if I'm halfway off the planet or in this ship to summon it, it won't do it. Oh yeah, these are the ships that I have other than my Corvette. Nothing crazy. I have a living ship that's my favorite, honestly. It's all white. And I have some Sentinel ships. And a ship that looks like a knockoff of the Millennium Falcon. Nothing really crazy. Anyway, I do that every time I get on this ship. I go towards the wrong direction. Now I'm looking for the base that I was talking about where I literally cut the tower in half, but I kind of hoping it was on this save and didn't get clicking it out. That's going to be depressing. The Forbidden Noodle. I don't remember Forbidden Noodles. When did I make Forbidden Noodles? It's bad when I don't even remember that one. All right, you know what? We're going to go here. Oh, now I remember. It's a planet full of worms. So I called it Forbidden Noodles. let's get to the exit first. I'll go out of here and I'll show you what it looks like from there in. Alright, so this is another tropical water planet and then a totally different system. I don't do everything in the same systems usually, unless they have totally opposite planets, which, you know, they do, but I tend to just keep jumping systems to find new things to work on. So this one, it technically is a underwater base because, as you can see, half this is full water. But this is kind of like another lounge area that I threw together. And this is just basic. There's nothing really to talk about right there. But this base did end up pretty big. We have the Feed Me Seymours. Let's go this way. Okay, this is a vault room, and this is another vault room. I guess I made a bunch of vault rooms here. I'm actually seeing this for the first time in a long time. So if I act like I'm surprised, it's because I probably am. Yeah, just another Tammy growing room. Why is that crooked? Did I do that on purpose? Maybe? I have questions for myself. Another question is, what was that sound? It's funny to come back here just to see what the heck I was thinking when I made this. So obviously it's a bedroom and there's fishies. I love fishies. Teleporter, where do you take me? Nowhere? It should be oh, that teleporter should take me underground, but it is taking me up here. Oh, okay. There's a mineral deposit. That's what this is. Is this thing even wired up to it? Seems like it needs more juice. Okay, it needed the extra solar panels to get the juice to it. That's actually the base over there, so this brings you all the way over here. Now, I'm not sure why that other spot is not working, the teleporter, but I do know there was a secret entrance to the base at this location. So, let's see if we can find it. Should be over here somewhere. There's landing pads over here underwater. They were not originally this low underwater. That's hilarious. Now here we go. And this teleporter is supposed to bring you here. What else is down here? Now I got myself curious. It just looks like it's batteries and chargers. But yeah, there's, like I said, there was supposed to be a secret entrance. Hopefully it still works, but that one teleporter was supposed to work earlier when I was going into it. Alright, I just want to show you all around this. Now I gotta find my way out of this thing. But obviously I have a lot more bases that I've done over the last year or so, if not more. There's some missing, but still, I think that a lot of them turned out really nice, and I was really happy with them. There were some that I just was not happy, but for the most part, I think they all turned out pretty well. Tonight, because of a viewer's suggestion, I went around looking like a dummy for a little while because I wanted to find an underground cave. Couldn't find one, but then I was like, okay, screw it, I'm just going to dig underwater, or not dig underwater, dig in through the side of the rock and just go from there. And then I get like 3 or 4 feet into the rock and poof, I find an underground cave. All right, this planet, oh yeah, this is right after I built the museum. I got the urge to make an underground water viewing through this one. I didn't want to do that. Coming back up. There we go. So this whole base was built around that thing. And now my ship is inside of it. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. But the only way to get into that is through here. You gotta come in here and take the teleporter to this, which then you come up here. You go through the lab area where all this stuff is. We have an extra teleporter here in this, and then there's upstairs, which I did again with the squares on top of the other solid building stuff. It works out, so I kind of stick with it. That roof was blending through, so I wanted to figure out something to do with it, so I made it like almost like a little lab under here. Nothing too crazy. I got a nice little bar area. Ooh, kind of got choppy for a minute. And of course a grow room, like always. And then there's a teleporter back downstairs that should take me to the upper half. That's where the ship is. Where you got a nice little sky lounge up here. And then you come through here and you got the bedroom. And you got the deck to come out on and chill. If you want to chill on a planet that's very hostile and wants to hurt you all the time. And warping time and space. And nice little landing. Touchdown. I really like this. I love this game, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. Alright guys, that's where I'm calling this tonight. I hope you had a great Christmas. And I hope I did enough to keep you entertained for a little while. Alright y'all. I will see y'all back tomorrow night. Have a great rest of your Christmas. And for y'all a little farther ahead, happy Boxing Day. Y'all have a great one. I'll catch you back next time. Cluster Duck out.